The Power Hour continues at KFAN.com/watch. It's powered by Quantum Fiber. Check out our YouTube page and subscribe and get notifications and join us on the video side. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Thanks, Zacko. Power Trip Morning Show, 8 o'clock hour now. Hi. How you doing? Hi, everybody.
Chris, how do you answer this question? When we went to break, Anna said, does Sauce really talk like that?
Yeah, some of that was an actual transcript of him talking.
You said he only...
Sorry, there you go. Hold on. Sorry, go say that
Cory,
again.
you said that he only had like 6 different phrases. I heard way more than 6 in that.
They're the same phrase, just done differently. Yeah, right. He's the best. You'd love him. You will love him
You'll
at some
meet him.
point. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. But right now, again, you can take a look at us on the old KFAN.com/watch. Right, Ben?
That's right.
All right, let's do some sports, Benjamin. Let's do Fan 5.
Fan 5.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Hey, thanks, Builders and Remodelers. All right, let's try this one. We have a new sports billionaire. According to Forbes, Magic Johnson now officially a billionaire. He's worth
for him,
$1.2 billion, Magic Johnson.
I love that so much because he leveraged his celebrity in the best way possible, and he did it pretty quietly too.
Yeah, like what? Communities that needed some revitalization, right? Putting, what was it, Starbucks and I think
it was
movie
Starbucks,
theaters
yeah.
or something. He went into predominantly black neighborhoods and said, we're going to build these businesses from the ground up. And now he's worth $1.2 billion.
Woo.
Good for Magic Johnson.
That's awesome, for him.
All right, take your best shot at this. According to Forbes, how many billionaires are now in the world?
In the world?
How many billionaires on Earth now that Magic Johnson and others have crossed the line?
I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to begin. 1,500?
1,500. Ben says 1,500. Anna, how many do you think? What'd you guess?
I was having a hard time remembering my student body class for senior year in high school. I'll just go 1,800.
1,800. Zacho.
12.
12 people or 1,200?
Jeez.
1,200.
Okay.
Max.
I don't know. I was gonna say a low number, but everybody else is going high, so I'll say like 20,000.
20,000?
Yeah.
20,000. Okay. Chris.
I already saw it, buddy.
You guys, outside of Max, kind of close. 2,700. 2,781.
That's a lot.
Here's the more guessable one, though. 2,781 billionaires on planet Earth. How many people are in the $100 billion club? How many people are worth $100 billion or more?
I bet
Like 10.
5.
I'm going to say 85.
Is it more than 100?
You tell me.
Us that? I'm going to say 100.
Okay, Zacho?
101.
101. Okay, Price is
Oh,
Right
my
rules.
gosh. Yeah, here he goes.
Chris and Max, what did you guess again?
I said 5.
I said 10.
You guys are close. Yep, 14.
Wow.
There are 14 people, 100 billion or more.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, man.
Does it have a list of who they are?
Forbes does somewhere. I don't have it in front of me.
But that's
though.
not in front of you. Okay.
No, I think they said Bezos is currently third. I think Elon's second or fourth. I don't know. I think the French dude is first now. Some dude I
A
don't know.
Frenchman.
A French guy?
Frenchman. Yeah, hang on. It is.
I got a list right here. A bunch of people we wouldn't really know. Steve Ballmer, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett.
Right. Names we're not familiar with, those three.
I love you.
No, I meant the people that I didn't name.
Oh, got it. Who's the front? You have the guy that's on top?
Let me scroll down.
Saw
Jeff
it
Bezos
yesterday.
is 3. Elon Musk is 2. Bernard Arnault
Yeah, he's first.
is number 1.
Two-
He is a Frenchman.
Two something.
Oh,
What does
these
he do? What does he own? What has he created?
LVMH.
A luxury conglomerate,
Oh.
which owns Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, and
Got it.
this might even be the biggest one these days, Sephora.
Oh, man, the kids are crazy about Sephora.
I know the ins and
My
outs of
daughter
that
is-
store, man.
She's nuts for it. She's 10.
Yeah, same.
Loves Sephora.
I don't even know how my daughter knows about all this stuff. She knows everything about all the skincare,
It's
all
all
the
social media.
lotions.
It's
Yeah.
TikTok.
It's TikTok.
All over TikTok.
Yep. Anyway, 14, 100 billionaires.
Wow.
Ain't so bad.
Yeah. The Wolves beat the Raptors 133-85. It's just an absolute ass kicking. 53rd win of the year for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Even better, OKC got blown out by Boston 135-100. So the Oklahoma City Thunder now a game behind the Wolves in Denver. The Wolves in Denver tied atop the Western Conference.
And the Wolves have the tiebreaker, so they are the number 1 seed in the Western Conference as of this very moment.
And what do we got? 6 games left?
Something like
I think
that.
it's 6 to go.
Playing a couple of hungry teams here down the stretch. So a couple of games against the Suns, got a big one against the Nuggets next Wednesday. Lakers here on Sunday. We'll go into LA on Sunday, and then the Wizards and the Hawks, who are no good. So it'll be interesting down the stretch.
Go for women into the women's NIT final after beating Troy 74-69. Battle had 18 points, and St. Louis beat Vermont. So the championship game is Saturday at 2:00. St. Louis versus the Gopher women.
Let's go.
And where's this at?
Not sure.
Is that the one that's in Cleveland?
No, that's the actual
that's the
Final
actual
Four.
one.
I don't know where this one is.
Right.
How does that? I mean, is there a home game?
Well, that's
for the
what
WNIT.
Yeah, that's
I
why
doubt there's a neutral site, but who knows? Maybe there is.
I didn't know if we were hosting.
I don't know.
The top seed.
Women's basketball, not sure.
Not sure.
Speaking
Anyway,
of women's
good
basketball,
luck.
speaking of women's basketball, LSU's Angel Reese is declaring for the WNBA draft. She's 21. Of course, lost to Iowa and Caitlin Clark on Monday. The only thing that's interesting about this, I think, is the Lynx select 7, and that's about where she's projected to go.
Oh, Lord.
Let's go.
Somewhere in that back half of the top 10. So we might see an Angel Reese Lynx collaboration here at some point. So she's one of the most noteworthy names in women's college basketball, and that's about where the Lynx are going to be picking. Zach, your hands up.
Location to be announced.
To be announced for the championship game.
Okay.
It is Saturday.
That's great for ticket sales.
So it's got to be one of the 2 spots, right? Wouldn't it almost have to be a home game for one of the 2? How does that work?
I could I see it happening here?
All right,
maybe.
here he goes.
Okay. The Wild host Colorado tonight at 7:00. They have 8 games to go, 5 of them on the road. But bad news last night because the Kings, the team that they are chasing, beat the Seattle Kraken 5-2. So now 8 points behind the Kings.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. The Kings have a much easier schedule the rest of the way, but who knows? It's a team that deserves better.
You don't sound real confident, man.
Yeah, again, you just look at the numbers.
Over.
Look at the numbers. The numbers game. It's not great, but they won a game. They almost beat the Golden Knights on Saturday. So they're playing really, really well. They've won 7-1-2 in the last 10. So they're one of the hotter teams. They just dug themselves too big of a hole early on.
So, Anna, you are passionate about hockey, and you're covering a lot of college hockey.
Yeah.
How much do you pay attention to the NHL?
Honestly, during hockey season, I mostly just dial into college hockey, and now I'm kind of shifting back over into professional hockey.
It's
but
a lot.
It is, and
It's a
we're
lot to
not done with college season yet either. It's Frozen 4 next weekend.
Yeah, do you have a favorite in that?
I have a least favorite.
Who's the least favorite?
Denver.
Oh, Denver.
Everybody hates Denver.
Why is
No,
it?
they're in the NCHC.
It's so weird. Like, you would think you want to root for your conference
I
opponents in there,
know.
and being the only conference NCHC team there. But
But it's like when you're
there's that
going
hatred,
against them all season long, then it's kind of like hard to it's hard to root for them when it comes to those final teams. And they're
And they broke your
9-time
hearts.
Yeah, they're 9-time national champions. They don't let us forget about that. I don't know.
That's
and
enough.
that overtime game
I know.
it was the Pioneers, right?
Yeah.
I
Brutal.
thought they were going to reverse that goal.
Yeah, stuff happens, but can't do anything about it. Good luck to the Pioneers.
Ben, who do you like on Saturday? We're down to the Final Four. Purdue is the number 1 seed. They are not hosting. What am I talking about? They are facing off against number 11 North Carolina State. NC State is a 9-point dog. Then in the other game, UConn is blowing everybody out. They're the number 1 overall seed. They take on number 4 Alabama, and UConn is an 11.5-point favorite on DraftKings.
I think the favorites win both of those. I think it's going to be a UConn Purdue final.
And do you think Zach Edey can give them enough to give UConn a run, or is this UConn's to lose?
I think UConn's to lose.
So do I.
Yeah, they're just so dominant. They've been so dominant.
Yeah, what is it? 10 straight wins of 13 points or more?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like
Something like that?
Every matchup
In the
that's-
tournament.
That's the one thing about the tournament that everybody, tries to pick apart and tries to analyze, like, well, this matchup, actually, this team might be a higher seed, but the matchup is not great or whatever. And UConn's is blown past everybody, whether they're big man, dominant, or they've got a great front court. It doesn't matter who they're playing. They crush everybody.
JG, live from the Final Four today and tomorrow. Radio Row, Justin Guard again. Man, it's been a long time since I did that trip with him. What, 3, 4, 5 times, Gerdsey and I flew to Houston. We did Atlanta. We had so many fun experiences on Radio Row. Luminaries like Evander Holyfield selling barbecue sauce, and he barely knew that it was his face on the bottle. Great interviews like Jared Fogle from Subway, who seemed very nice.
You got to quit saying that.
You got it.
I don't know why you.
I said seemed past tense. He seemed at the time.
You got to stop wearing that like a badge of honor.
In a lot of ways, it's a shot at me. I'm a bad judge of character. Seemed like a good dude. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Seemed very nice.
It's okay. I am too.
Obviously, you're in here.
Don't fall for Fogle. I almost did.
Well.
Anyway, JG. Live today and tomorrow from Final Four.
Is he gonna have P Diddy on and all
Yeah, great idea.
Yeah, great idea. He should have him on.
Yeah.
He is broadcasting from Epstein Island today, 3 to 6:30.
Wow, that's probably not good either.
Duh.
Should we do headlines when we get back?
I think we probably should.
All right, more of the Power Trip Morning Show. I think so. Yeah, I said past tense. I didn't say he seems like a nice guy. He seemed past tense, Zach. Context matters. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.
Hey, the 21. My
What in the hell just happened?
Hang on.
That's all right. That's
Plug
okay.
him in.
Start again.
I have the perfect button for that. Hang on a second, Zacho.
Start over and speak differently.
The electric rock duo 21 Pilots are headed back to Minnesota. Catch them October 12th as they bring the Clancy World Tour to Target Center. Tickets go on sale tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. For more info, head over to KFAN.com. Make the keyword calendar.
There you go.
God, that was hot nonsense.
It was really hot.
Anna, that's how you don't do it. So
Noted.
Yeah. Right. Again, Anna Banning is our guest. She's in studio. She's learning some good and bad things. Ben is, I can tell over there, taking her under his wing, telling her how to do things.
Yeah.
No? Okay,
Yep.
great.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
This segment, we do something called headlines, where we only read the headlines.
Yeah, no context.
No context, no information.
When maybe your friends do this, they'll read a headline on Twitter and then never read the story, but then they go to a party and act like they're an expert on it.
All the time.
That's what we do. We just read the headlines and then just make super grandiose, like blanket statements and act like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Now it's time for
Cory,
headlines.
please, may I do the first one?
Sure, it's brought to you by our friends at Wolf River Electric. You can go solar with Wolf River Electric. Go get those panels, save some money, do the whole bit. They'll walk you through it. Wolf River Electric.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
It's National Blank Day. Do you know what National Day it is? You don't. I'm just going to tell you.
No, I don't.
It's National Burrito Day.
National Burrito Day, and there are deals to be had. It's a BOGO at Chipotle and Taco Bell. Need it delivered? DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats offering Burrito Day delivery deals. Just about every Mexican restaurant will have a burrito offering today. And here's what you need to know.
Tell me.
Burrito means little donkey. It's a tortilla stuffed with good things, and we've been eating them since the 1900s. No reason to stop now. I'm Bree Tennis.
That's
Thank you, Bree.
Thanks, Bree.
Zach, your hand was up.
So I've been meaning to tell you about this, or I guess ask you about it. You go to St. Cloud a lot. Have you been to Bravo Burrito?
Do you think I haven't?
Okay.
Holy balls.
Just making sure, because I went with my guy, Zach Chapman, up there, and he introduced it to me. I was like,
I know Zach.
Yes.
Oh.
He's awesome. So
I've never had Bravo Burrito.
Oh, my.
You have not? Okay.
No.
Yeah, we have Bravo before the show one time a week.
Is that what you say when you're leaving the place?
Bravo. Bravo Burrito. I'm sorry for what I did to your bathroom.
And of course, Bravo Burrito translates to well done, little donkey.
That's right. Well done. Little donkey.
Not the first time I've heard that.
God, that was hot nonsense.
All right,
Get
man.
out of here.
All right. National Burrito Day. Conan O'Brien, the GOAT. Conan O'Brien is going to appear on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. It'll be the first time he's been on The Tonight Show since his stint ended 14 years ago.
Wow.
Ooh. I mean, no hard feelings with Fallon, right? It was all he hated Jay Leno and was bitter about NBC and Jay Leno. So he'll be back for the first time. He's promoting his new travel show, which premieres on April 18th on Max, on HBO Max.
Me? Oh.
Can't wait. He visits Norway, Thailand, Argentina, and Ireland.
Interesting.
It's what was the other show that he had? Conan O'Brien.
Didn't he do another travel show?
Yeah, he did. And it was awesome. It was basically it was on his actual TBS show, but he would just do kind of specials. He would go around the world and film it.
Must go.
Yeah,
That's it.
Conan Without Borders.
Oh, that's right.
It's awesome. It's everything I love about Conan. I know it's edited to make it look like everything is ad-libbed, and it is ad-libbed, but they're taking the best of the best.
Yeah.
But if you even, because I worship the dude, if you're anywhere even remotely a fan of Conan, his travel shows are awesome. I can't wait for this one.
I forgot.
This is gonna be epic.
The first one started when he went to Cuba back in 2015.
Wow.
Can't wait.
Conan Without Borders.
It's going
He's
to be
great
sweet.
on his feet, man. Love that guy.
He's very, very, very quick.
I hope he writes a book someday. I'd love to know more about his time at Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, I feel like he's upping the amount of how much he's been talking about that on his podcast. He seems to be bringing up his writing days a lot more. I don't know if that's consciously or subconsciously, but man, with Kristen Wiig, he talked a ton about the writing process on SNL.
A great podcast.
That was a great one.
Was, speaking of which, Chris, I don't know if you saw the latest episode of Palm Royale, but it actually got better.
Okay, good.
In this latest episode, I believe.
I was busy watching Vanderpump last night, so I haven't seen another episode yet, but I am looking forward to getting back to it.
I feel like it took a little bit of a step forward in a better direction.
Fantastic. Well, good.
Yeah.
Good. That's good to know.
Adam Sandler keeps talking about the development of Happy Gilmore 2 and how we've lost a lot of people that were in Happy Gilmore 1 since it came out, like Bob Barker. We lost Carl Weathers. Just this week, Joe Flaherty, the guy that plays the
guy who goes to the steakhouse.
Yeah, the assassin
jackass.
Almost, right. The guy that runs over Happy Gilmore with the car.
Yeah,
jackass.
Yeah, jackass.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
he said they were looking to find ways to honor all of those people. And one of the ways is he's thinking about having a cameo by Drew Carey, who is the current host of The Price is Right, to honor the fact that Bob Barker, of course, was in it the first time.
I'm telling you, man, I can't get it out of my head. And talking about Conan, the podcast, I feel like Adam just sits around all day going, damn it, I got to make another movie. What am I going to do today? 'Cause, I mean, he's got that deal with Netflix. He has to make a certain amount of movies. It seems like the worst thing ever. It's a lot of money.
A lot of pressure, though.
A lot of pressure just to do it. And you can't do good things if you're scratching to get something done. You know?
No. And
I know, right? That's what I'm saying.
the one good thing that he's done in recent memory was Uncut Gems, and that had nothing to do with his Netflix deal.
That was so good. That was a good movie, man.
Yeah, well, it's good.
Still not going to watch it, Chris?
No.
Too close to home?
Yeah, I've seen snippets of it and I had to turn it off.
Man, it's really good.
It's like watching a story of my life.
A 68-year-old woman in the UK passed away from breast cancer recently. Her funeral was last month.
Okay.
At her funeral, somebody dressed as the Grim Reaper showed up and pointed at people saying, "You're next."
What the hell?
Come on.
I thought the first part was the headline. I was like, is that
Here's
it?
the catch, though.
What?
The woman's dying wish was to have a friend show up at her funeral dressed as the Reaper and point at her friends and say,
I like it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what she wanted.
That's terrifying.
So it's so much better, though, if she doesn't tell almost anyone that, right? Like,
right.
Because if everybody knows, Sally wanted to have the Grim Reaper here. If somebody walked in, because all of you reacted like, "What? That's so inappropriate. She died of breast cancer." So much better if it's a prank on everybody except for the one person that executed that prank, and then said she wanted this.
Yeah, so true.
Get everybody uncomfortable and then tell them that's what she wanted.
Sauce has it written in his will that I have to show up and go,
"The juice is loose."
See, thank you, Zacho. Got it.
Zach.
Nice job.
Here's something the Power Trip Morning Show might need to use on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. One of the most popular slang terms in the 1800s was, "My name is Haynes." And that's what you would say if you wanted to quickly end a conversation or leave a room. You would just go, my name is Haynes, and just dip out.
I love
and
that.
just mic drop and walk out.
I guess
I've
you.
gotta write this down.
Look, I'm just the messenger. One of the most popular slang terms in the 1800s was "My name is Haynes," which you would say if you wanted to quickly end a conversation or leave a room.
My God.
Wow.
So it's like the 1800s version of pulling a hockey.
Yeah, that's right. I have to use that.
Why wouldn't you just, if you verbally have to say something to leave the conversation, just say goodbye.
Or goodbye, my name is Haynes.
Yeah. Or,
I'm
this
out.
is boring. I'm leaving.
You're boring me. I'm leaving. My name is Haynes.
I like that it's so random. Who
Why
knows
Haynes?
what the Haynes reference is, right? HAINES.
But
So
just
not
do
like
what
the
everybody
underwear.
else does. Like, I'll use the restroom. I gotta go use the restroom. And never come back.
But can you imagine if it's so? Anyway, I was getting lunch with Alan Page, and you're like, "My name is Haynes." You know what I mean?
I know
you're
exactly.
just-
It's going to be fun.
You hear the bongos as well?
Right.
My name is Haynes supposedly originated in the mid-19th century after an encounter between Thomas Jefferson and a man named Haynes.
Oh.
The story of this first encounter first appeared in the weekly Picayune, published in New Orleans in February 17th of 1840. Has been retold a number of other newspapers. But, yeah, it's a very long story. But it did...
All right, so there was an actual man named Haynes.
There was a guy named Haynes.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good history lesson.
We should adopt that somehow. You know?
For sure.
Like at any point in the next 20 minutes, if I bore you with one of these headlines, just say, well, Ben, in 6 minutes, you're going to have to leave. So just mid-sentence, just say, my name is Haynes, and just walk out.
Just put a sign on the door for all the new guests, the first timers. If you need an out, say this.
Here's our code word.
There's, I think,
Haynes.
a couple days a week this is going to get used. Again, this is just a headline. Don't kill the messenger. I don't have any details. But apparently Tool's next album will not take as long to come out as the last one, which I think was almost a decade, right? Wasn't it 10 or 12 years in between albums? So I don't know if that means they have one in the works and it's soon, but it just says the next album is apparently not going to take as long.
Haynes.
My name is Haynes.
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
Go ahead.
Who is Tools?
Oh, man.
Oh, my
Tool,
God.
singular.
Tools?
I wish we could play
Is that
Tool. What kind of music do you like? Anna, just in general?
Country.
You would hate Tool.
It's like hard rock.
Hard rock, but they are, I mean, they're like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame worthy
Well, not
level.
necessarily. I like rock and roll.
Okay, but Tool would, like, they sell out the Target Center. They're a huge deal.
See, I think rock and roll is a misleading genre.
They're prog rock. That's their technical title.
Prog rock?
Prog rock, yeah.
Like Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, Wikipedia says alternative metal, art rock, post metal, progressive metal, and progressive rock.
So they do it all.
Yeah, I would. So Anna, I would put them more in they're in more the metal category than they are rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they are a band's band. Like musicians worship their craft. Does that make sense? Like other bands are like, they bow down to the brilliance of Tool.
Mm-hmm. Not the songwriting, like just the way that they...
both, but like even songs that the masses don't love, the rest, like Chris can attest to this, like musicians seem to just think that they're on a different level.
Yeah, right. Yeah, as musicians.
As musicians, they're just better than everybody else. They think outside the box. They just are very strange. But they also have about 12 or 13 just bangers. Don't shake your head, Zach. If you poop on Survivor, in a group, they film you.
Say that again. If you poop on Survivor,
in a group, though,
in a group.
So apparently a part of the deal is if you go to the bathroom by yourself, they will give you privacy. But because there's a chance you could talk strategy if you go in groups, they tell you if you go to the bathroom in a group, we are still going to keep filming. So I guess there's
who does that?
There's a
Outside of
strategy
hockey?
about.
Listen, I like what I like.
Who does group poop?
Do they have like actual bathrooms to use?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know about that either.
That's funny. My 10-year-old asked that when we were watching Survivor last week. She goes, "Do they have like a porta potty, or where do they go?" I go, "Good question. Don't know."
If it's true Survivor, no. You just got to go where you go.
I don't
They just know not to do it in a group. Unless they want it on camera.
They want to get filmed.
Can we go back to My Name is Haynes real quick?
Of course.
All right, I read the whole story while you guys were talking nonsense about poop. So Thomas Jefferson's going to his house one day, and he's riding along beside this dude, and they strike up a conversation. They're both riding horses.
So I'm riding along, and I'm riding along.
And this guy mentions how much he hates Thomas Jefferson. He has no idea it's this Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, man.
And
love that already.
Just ripping him on everything. And so they pull up in front of, they're just riding by, and it's Thomas Jefferson's house. They get close to Thomas Jefferson's house, and Thomas Jefferson's like, hey, you want to come in my house, have a drink? He never said who he was, right? Mm-hmm. And the guy says, well, sure, I guess I should ask, who are you? And he goes, I'm Thomas Jefferson. And the guy looks at him, and he goes, President Thomas Jefferson? I mean, he just ripped him to shreds for like a half hour. And he goes, yes, President Thomas Jefferson. And Haynes goes, well, my name is Haynes, and spurred his horse and took off.
And just left.
That's it. So that's why they say my name is Haynes.
All right, so if you just want to quickly leave, you just say my name is Haynes.
My name is Haynes.
Who documents this stuff? Like, how did they figure that out?
Must have been
Thomas
Jefferson.
I would say
Jefferson must have told that story.
He probably tweeted it or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, probably did.
Cops in Cleveland have been trying to track down a guy who pulled a gun on a Burger King worker because he was told that his breakfast order was $8, but the customer thought it was supposed to be about 11.
Huh. Mm-hmm. So he was mad because it was...
Yes.
Help me, I'm poor.
The Burger King person said, your order is $8. And he's like, no, it should be more like 11. And the argument pissed him off and pulled a gun on the drive-thru worker.
I hope you die.
Thought it should be $11. Thought the guy had it wrong.
Well, as a matter of principle, guys, I guess he's probably right.
Yeah.
He said the guy threatened to kill him, also used a racial slur.
Oh. Was he dressed as the Grim Reaper?
I don't think so.
See, now that's a great callback right there.
That was a good callback. See, you understand broadcasting. That was a callback.
Yeah.
They arrested Batman, by the way. Did you see that?
What?
A 42-year-old guy in Michigan named Jamal Batman was arrested for DUI last weekend. Hi, Batman. The trooper saw an open bottle of tequila inside the vehicle. So the police said, quote, after Batman was taken out of the patrol vehicle at the jail, troopers located a small plastic baggie containing a white powdery substance and tested positive for cocaine, where Batman had been seated. So Batman does coke.
See, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, he's under a lot of pressure.
A lot more sense. Yeah, he's out at night fighting crime.
For sure.
Doing all that stuff, and then during the day, he's this business guy that's like super savvy. Like, how does he do it all?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to give Batman an out, but doesn't the Batmobile drive itself? I mean, doesn't he essentially have an automated vehicle? Can't he throw a couple back and just let the Batmobile do the thing? Stack your hands up.
Was the Batmobile impounded? And how much does it cost to get it out of there?
Why do you want it?
Oh. Yeah.
But you wanted to drive the Planner's Nutmobile.
I mean, you can do two things at once.
Me so horny.
How do you drive two cars at once?
Barred.
Exactly.
Cozy, relax.
Just hope one of them's on a stick shift.
I heard you hang around the impound lot a lot.
There is yet another Matrix movie in the works. This would be the fifth Matrix movie.
The fourth one was really good. I'm all for that.
Another one.
Anybody? Me?
With
No?
Keanu?
Yes. I read it yesterday. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
Has he been in every sequel?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Has he really?
Yeah. Yep.
When did the first one come out?
99.
It was 99. That's correct.
And it was amazing. Holds up. First
Real
one holds
good.
up.
Have you seen it?
I haven't.
Oh,
It's awesome. It was a game changer.
I'm going to give you a list of things. You're on probation, Anna.
Yeah, it's probably worth it. It's a
First one
cultural
holds
thing.
up.
You got to watch the
It holds
first one.
up.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a list of things that you need to see.
I know. I feel like I need to watch more movies.
Yeah, you do. You
There's
do.
a movie
And
called
listen to
Top
more
Secret that we brought up on Monday that you have to watch.
Top Secret's a great one.
You're a sports fan, right? Have you seen the classic film Ladybugs?
No.
With Jonathan Brandis and Rodney Dangerfield.
I haven't.
It won 4 Academy
Don't
Awards.
fall into his trap.
It was also.
My name is Haynes.
There he goes.
There goes Ben Lieber.
See how
You
he
can
did
see
that?
him on Twin
See
Cities
how he did
Live
that?
weekdays 3 to 4:30 on Channel 5.
Yeah, he just leaves
Bye.
abruptly
Good
whenever
to
he needs
see
to
you.
leave. Yeah.
Yep.
There he goes. Anna,
Bye, Ben.
what do you think of Ben? Be honest. Now that he's gone, tell us the truth.
My name is Haynes.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Jeez.
Well played. Yep, I'm with you.
Another
We all
callback.
figured out.
Just kidding.
Air France pilots. Hey, I wonder if Sauce is flying Air France.
Well, you did take a flying lesson.
You never know.
once.
He did. He flew a plane. Air France pilots are threatening to strike over new government rules that would ban striking.
What?
Okay. Anybody?
How do you strike a strike?
That was a hell of a sentence.
You strike a strike.
Is that a double strike? Is that then you just work, right?
See, it's profound. It's like you're currently in the Matrix right now, trying to figure out what's real and what's not.
Are we going bowling?
Oh, that does sound
Strike?
fun.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
like bowling.
I
love bowling.
Yeah, I like to bowl. I'm good at it. I think I could be a pro.
Yep, that's
Anna, do you
insane.
think I could be a pro bowler?
I've never seen you in the lanes.
Yeah,
no.
but just look at me as a person.
Just stereotype him. Look at him and say, does that look like a Pro Bowler? Somebody that could average like 240.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, I'm halfway there then. I got the look.
And I get used to being wrong.
What's a bowler supposed to look like?
Me.
Pretty much like Chris, honestly.
Yeah,
Chris,
little
but
chubby.
a little more driven. That's all.
A lot more, actually, yeah.
A new study says that couples who drink together live longer. Yeah!
Where did this study come from?
I don't know, but Busey is pumped about it.
Yeah, he likes it.
Great point.
Oh, Dan Brewer agrees.
Speaking of this, the most recent world's oldest man, who was just 114 before he recently passed away, chalked up his longevity to hard work, going to bed early, and drinking a shot of booze every day.
Hey, it's Mark Rosen.
My dad actually does that.
A shot? Or just has a drink every day?
Okay, a swig of whiskey.
Okay, that's a shot. He's doing a swig?
That's how he does it?
His grandpa was a pharmacist, and apparently he lived a long life, and I don't know, my dad's been doing it, and he's alive.
There you go. Well,
swig of whiskey every night.
Just like a really small one.
Like when he's...
But he keeps it in the freezer.
But like an hour before bed or...
No, like
or
right
when he's
before.
crawling into bed, it's...
No, he takes a shower, then you hear him go into the kitchen and just pulls out the freezer and does it.
So
puts it back.
he's a night shower. Ben Lieber would like that because Ben thinks that's the way to go. He's a night shower.
Yes.
That he does his routine, brushes his teeth, all that stuff. Then a swig or a swig and then brushes his teeth and go to bed?
That's actually a good question. I'm assuming he brushes his teeth after.
I would think you do the swig first.
Yeah, you got to swig it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to...
So you must do shower, swig, then brush.
Man.
Then bed.
Any chance that it's more than just a swig? Like you only see the first swig and 12 hours later
I guess you got to ask
upside
him.
down? Yeah.
It sounds like he's hiding a significant drinking problem.
It does seem like you might want to check
He's
it out.
actually not a big drinker.
Okay, that's...
No, just nightly
At
before
all.
bed by himself.
Just that. Apparently it's good for your health. I don't know.
Sure.
Yep.
I'm not going to test it.
Yep.
When is the window of Gen Z? From when to when? Could you look it up quickly, Zacho? Gen Z is what?
Late 90s, early 2000s to mid 2010s.
Okay, so basically Tommy Olsen.
Yeah.
Late 90s?
That's right.
Because he's what, 96?
No, he's
94?
older than
Is he
me.
94? He must be 94. He just turned 30.
Yeah.
So Gen Z, 60% of Gen Zers. Well, you're a Gen Zer,
I
then,
am.
correct? Right? You said you're
2003.
2000. Okay, so this is you, Anna.
Younger than my daughter.
Check this out. 60% of your generation, Gen Z, 60% of Gen Zers believe that traditional table manners like having your elbows on the table are no longer relevant. Do you put your elbows on the table when you're eating?
I mean, I don't think about it, so I'm assuming I do.
I guess I just thought about that in my own head, and that's exactly what I thought too. I'm like, I wonder if I do that. I'm never consciously thinking about it. I'm not even close to Gen Z, but
Yeah, it's not like I'm setting it down and I'm like, oh, I gotta keep the elbows off.
that was huge though when we were growing up, right, Chris? Elbows off the table,
Yeah, they tried to
napkin,
tell
the
us
whole
that.
bit.
Yep.
Now it's more like cell phones. Like, keep your cell phones away from the dinner table.
Jeez Louise, man.
Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't even imagine. I can't imagine having living in a time when you had a cell phone in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
I mean, I can.
Yeah, right. You can, of course, because you're still in school.
How do they stay focused? No wonder they all have ADHD
Yeah.
Good question.
and no work ethic.
I was listening to this
Except for Anna.
podcast. I listened to this podcast yesterday about teachers. It's the daily something or other. I forget what it's called. I like it does a news story every day. It was talking about kids who miss a chronic amount of school these days. Do you know about this, Cory? Did you have any idea that like since the pandemic, kids are missing so many days of school, like because I guess their parents and they realized after the pandemic they didn't need to go every day or so. I have no idea, but it's
I can
like
sense that.
right. It's like
I've seen that a little bit with my little one.
terrible thing, man. Like,
Yeah.
and people taking vacations during the school year and you know just willy nilly.
I'm on that team though 100%, especially when they're young. Like life experience versus a week of school, especially if you're making up the work, right? If you're keeping up with whatever homework you had. When we schedule vacations,
By the way, that's the rub.
what is the rub?
People keeping up with the homework they were supposed to do.
And they don't.
They don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely tell my girls when we go on trips, you are obviously going to tell your teachers ahead of time. You're going to let them know. You're going to make sure you catch up and keep up. And if it requires homework on the plane or at the hotel, you got to do it. But I just don't ever want to not give them that experience because the scheduling doesn't work out. I think they're going to learn more seeing the world than 5 days in school.
Yeah.
You know?
I see what you're saying. I see an angle there, but I also, like this podcast was pointing out, like a kid misses 6 days of school and comes back and is 6 days behind everybody else. And the teacher has to slow down the lesson plan in order to catch the other kid back up. So everybody gets slowed down. And if you have 15 kids in a class of 30 doing that, it throws off the entire school year.
Sure.
Pretty crazy.
So basically, since COVID, parents have become more lenient.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yep.
And kids have become more lazy.
Well,
maybe. Or just know that there's other ways to do it. You could do it virtually or don't make it up. I don't know.
The virtual thing is huge.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Plus, my youngest is 10. She's at the point now where school is starting to get boring for her. It was fun for a while. Now it's like, God, there's a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah. If you stopped going to school when it was boring, nobody'd go to college. Am I right, Anna?
I mean,
and there's a whole bunch of kids that probably shouldn't go to college, right? We got to tear that system down too.
those are the ones. Yeah, those are the ones that get weeded out freshman year.
Yeah.
After spending tens of thousands of dollars that they now have to pay
to realize it wasn't for them anyway.
Well, they go to a trade school or something and make way more money than they would have if they would have kept it with the degree.
Yep.
Can I take over for a second? I got two things I want to get
I got
to.
last one. Can I just do one last one just because this is Easter week?
Get it.
A 35-year-old guy in Florida, shocking.
I know that guy.
Struck a Walgreens manager with a Bible on Easter because she was being rude while he was trying to buy headphones.
He's just trying to spread the word.
You know, I get it.
So he's at Walgreens trying to buy headphones on Easter, as one tends to do.
Yeah.
And didn't like the manager's attitude, so struck a Walgreens manager with a Bible on Easter.
Yeah. Power of Christ compelled him.
Wow.
Take it away.
Thank you. Julia Garner is going to play the Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four movie.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's going to be sweet.
The
How
gal
cool
from
is that?
Ozark?
Yeah.
Is going to be the
Ruthie.
Silver Surfer?
Going to be the Silver Surfer. That's right. I love that for her.
That's going to be
She's
so sweet.
good. Please, Anna, are we going to be friends?
I have seen the
thank
Fantastic
God.
Four.
No.
I've seen Ozark.
What about Ozark?
I have seen a couple episodes of Ozark. I never finished it, and I liked it.
Okay,
Worth
good.
it.
All right, good. All right,
I've
that's
still
close.
never seen it. I got to watch it all the way through. But
How
I've
did you
seen.
guys stop? Like, it's one of the most addicting shows I've ever...
Now you've made Zach angry.
I'm
Max.
sorry, Zach.
Sorry.
See what you've done.
Zacko,
Figure it out,
will you
Max.
forgive me, man?
By the way, if you want to have,
Can we work it out?
if you want to hear Mark Rosen's opinion on the female Silver Surfer, tune in Tuesday at 7:30
Yeah,
when
if you
we
want to hear
tell him the news.
If you want to hear him as excuse me. If you want to hear him as Zed in Pulp Fiction, listen right now.
You want that gun, don't you, Zed?
I do.
Go ahead and pick it up.
Here, give it to me.
Go ahead, pick it up.
It's hard.
Step aside, what?
How is his butt? Jeez.
Gargling.
Okay.
Gargling.
Nah, man. I'm pretty far from okay.
Oh, please. You're benefiting from this.
Yep.
Mark Rosen in the movie.
Mark Rosen in the movies.
I don't know how he didn't get that role.
I don't know. I thought, again, if he had stayed on script, he might have had a better chance. Please tell me you've seen Pulp Fiction, Anna. All right.
That's all she
He's
said.
longer.
That's a
What is it again?
generational thing.
I'm
Pulp
Haynes.
Fiction. Yeah, my name is Haynes.
My name is Haynes.
That's it, yeah.
I mean, it's just whatever. You know, these kids these days.
By the way, Pedro Pascal is going to be Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, in the
Is he really?
Yeah,
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four. Yep, that was the first one that was announced. They just
Vanessa
announced
Kirby
everybody
as
else.
Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm.
Don't know who those two people are.
Joseph Quinn is from your show, Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, yeah.
Which one is he?
He, I don't, hold on.
He's
one second.
the guy who hangs upside down from ceilings in the Upside Down world.
Joseph Quinn.
I don't know.
Is that
Eddie,
the scary
Eddie
guy?
Munson?
Oh, he played Eddie.
Yeah, that's him. He's going to be the
okay.
Human Torch. And then
Eddie was a fun character.
Cousin from The Bear. He's going to be the Thing.
That's right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
All right.
Yeah, everybody's cousin in that show. But you get
Yeah, you know what I'm
one.
talking about. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know me.
Oh, Chef from The Bear.
I'm going to miss you next week,
I don't know.
Zach. You're
I
being
get it.
clever. Next week's going to be rough when you're gone.
I missed it. I didn't get it.
Girl name.
Yeah, basically everybody's chef, everybody's cousin.
Oh, I get it. Okay, get it. Now I'm sorry. Yeah. You can now buy a life-sized replica of the Megan doll from the Megan movie. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Actually, I do, and I don't want to think about it.
We'll ask him on Tuesday.
Oh, come on. Or at 9:00.
That movie was actually surprisingly really good, though.
It's
I enjoyed
pretty
it.
freaky.
Yeah,
I've seen that movie. I've seen that one.
Oh, look at you. You saw Megan and you haven't seen Pulp Fiction?
I mean, didn't that one just come out?
Yeah.
I need to calm down. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Okay, I got more stories. Yeah.
Wow.
A doll. Yeah, you could buy a life-size version of it if you'd like.
That seems like the kind of doll you would be into, Chris. One that terrifies you and probably degrades you.
I didn't say I didn't already order it.
Is there like a buy one, get one free deal? Or
Yeah, it could be. Here's something that I would really be interested in doing, in all seriousness, and we're going to London later this year. Iconic locations for Britain's royal family will be open to the public for the first time ever this summer. The East Wing of Buckingham Palace and Balmoral Castle in Scotland will both offer tours starting in July. The tour of the palace's East Wing will include a stop in the room where the royals gather before they step out onto the palace's balcony to wave at the public. And the East Wing is being open to the public following more than 5 years of renovations. Meanwhile, the public will be able to go inside Balmoral Castle for the first time since it was completed in 1855. That'd be kind of cool, right?
That's sweet, yeah.
Is that where the Queen died?
Is this some bear joke that we don't get?
No, I really don't know.
Because I remember, like,
I've heard that name a lot.
The Balmoral is the only one, the only time I ever heard it was when the Queen died. So I'm assuming.
Yeah. Right. Don't know.
Bless her heart.
Thank you. That's so sweet to say that. I mean, bless her heart.
I was pretty broken up about it.
Yeah, it does say that's where she died when I Googled the quick Google search.
There you go.
Have you guys heard of all that conspiracy with Kate Middleton?
Yeah, that was dicey. It was a Twitter cesspool for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, kind of get weird, didn't it?
Yeah.
And everybody had to backtrack once they realized she had cancer.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, never mind. My bad. Like Blake Lively. Whoops. Never mind.
Anna, somebody wants to hire you this morning. How can they get a hold of you?
You can contact me by email. It's just my name, AnnaBaining23@gmail.com. Or Twitter, Anna Baining. Send me a message there. Or find me on LinkedIn. It's just my name.
BEHNING.
Yep.
We hope it was fun.
We already had somebody reach out and want to mentor you.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
His name is Mark Rosen.
Mark Rosen.
Yeah, he
Twin Cities Icon would like to take you under his wing. He would like to start with a dinner and discuss your career, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Wow.
Are you familiar with Mark Rosen?
I actually met him at the Vikings game when I was interning with Fox 9.
How'd the trial go?
The trial?
We're joking. He's a good guy. We're just joking.
Anna, it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Thank you.
The Sklar Brothers tomorrow. Those guys are hilarious. They'll be here about 7:30, and they're playing initials tomorrow. And $62,500 on the line with the initials jackpot, thanks to St. Paul Federal Credit Union. 9 to noon is next. See you tomorrow.